Hi, everyone. This feels like it's a 6/6 portal day, June the 6th, 2021. I'm here to do the daily spread. It's a big one, huh? We got a little break yesterday and last night. Some really good energies came through, and now there's more. I feel just more rupture, more breaking open. Hello, Iris Dragonfly. Hey now. I love it. Dragonflies are one of my faves. I love the dragonflies, especially the red ones around Sedona. Okay, I'm getting ready to travel again. I'm going to do my whole if you'd like to donate thing, please do. The money squeeze is real and it's affecting me as well. And I'm traveling around and sharing the Essene teachings with people and really relying on the kindness of strangers and random tarot readings and this whole trusting that things will show up root chakra issue as I'm heading to the root chakra of the planet for solstice to do some really powerful work. Safe journey. Thank you. So anyone who follows my work and feels inclined to throw a few pentacles in the tip jar, you're more than welcome to do so, and the links are in the description box. Messages coming through. More water. There's a sundog around the sun today. Rainbow ring around the sun. For those of you who don't look up at the sun, you might not notice that sometimes there's a purple rainbow. A rainbow ring around the sun. We call those sundogs. They also exist on the moon, but they're a ring of white light. So a couple weeks ago, when I first arrived at this very special little town that I've been calling home the last few weeks, was the fourth time I've seen a moon dog and a sun dog at the same time. And when there's the ring around the sun and the ring around the moon in the same day, there's some really serious masculine-feminine integration going on and purple 0 point stuff happening. So I wonder if there's going to be a ring around the moon tonight, because I just saw the portal around the sun, and it is a 6/6 portal day. The Schumann resonance went nuts, the Schumann frequency. If you don't know what the Schumann resonance is, it's the frequency of the Earth, the frequency it emits. All the planets have a vibration that they emit, including Mother Gaia. This is why anyone who refutes astrology, the moon affects women's cycles and affects, the tides of the ocean, affects water. What are we made of? 80% water. So the moon is this tiny little artificial base that emits frequencies, but what about these gigantic planets emitting their own frequency within our dominion, within our solar system, all connected through the sun, which is the ruler of our dominion? And it's where the seventh heaven is housed and where Abraham and Sarah live. The cherubim live inside the sun, where it is not hot. This is in both the Essene scriptures and also all of the books of Dolores Cannon. She would regress many people that would travel back to the center of the sun, which is where the cherubim live, and where our Abraham and Sarah live in the seventh heaven of this world. The first heaven of this world is located on planet Earth in our dominion, and there's 7 heavens. The other 5, one being on Earth and the 7th being in the sun, the other 5 are scattered throughout the solar system. There are interdimensional beings that live on the other planetary bodies. I know Venus is incredibly important. There's an incredibly important Venusian energy between Earth and Venus. They're sisters in some way. Sisters felt important. I'm experiencing a lot of that the sibling stuff. So if you're having amazing experiences with your sister right now, that could be tied to the Venusian energies. It's raining again. The water's back. My cards are sticky again. It's hard to peel them apart from one another. So there's so much coming in and so much to integrate and flow through. We are in new territory in terms of frequency. The quantum field is, we got a software upgrade. So we have to learn, we're like video game characters, and we have to learn how to operate within this new level. Happy new now. Beautiful. So that's what I'm getting, and these eclipses too, right? So the moon dogs and the sun dogs, and then we have this eclipse in 4 days, the partial solar. It's full solar in some of up in Greenland, right? It's just the moon is at a spot to where it's not completely going to cover the sun, but it is right in the middle, and then there's the ring of fire around it. So I've been getting, I have not heard about the three gorges in China. Interesting that you brought that up. What I'm getting is that the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the volcanic activity is connected to this ring of fire solar eclipse on the 10th. I'm just getting that. We'll see how it all plays out. So pay attention to volcanoes and earthquakes in the ring of fire on the 10th when this solar eclipse happens. We won't be able to see it where I'm at, but those lucky few up in northern Canada and Greenland and stuff like that, I think they're going to get a full view of this thing up in the Arctic Circle area. One card has come out representing the human collective energies we're moving away from. I need a card for the present moment. The cards are so sticky with all the humidity. I am looking forward to traveling again. Maybe I'll meet some of you out on the road. One more card for the near future. Highest timeline, potential timeline, human collective. Got it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for breathing through the heart. Thank you for being still. Thank you for emanating love. It's what the world needs every moment. Remember, I'm repeating myself, there's millions of people meditating on love at any given moment. And that frequency, you can reach up and grab that frequency whenever you want to. Swirl it around in your own heart. Feel that love, amplify it, put your love in it, and send it back out to someone else who needs to tap into that energy and feel the presence of divine love. We are on the cusp of humanity's finest hour. Okay. What are we moving away from? What are we moving away from? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Balance, duality, and partnership in finances. Money squeeze. QFS, where are you? Quantum financial system. This highly connected to the number 8. I've been really understanding and diving into the numerology of 2 and 8. Because 2 represents balance, duality, and partnership, and 2 cubed, 2 to the 3rd exponential power, is number 8. 2 squared is 4, 2 times 2, and then 2 times 2 is 8. So that's why we see the number 8 on this 2 of Pentacles card. Yes, so much learning here, and this is a shout out to the upper and lower secondary hearts in the thymus and the sacral. There's some active spiritual rebirth and intuitiveness going on within the triple hearts. We have 3 hearts: thymus, sacral, near the genitals, and the heart that we know. They all have to work together, beating in unison. And this balance is about that, and this is about balancing out physical energy. All the yellow in the card represents knowledge. Yellow is logic, intellect, and idea. There's a lot of learning here about how to manifest money. Right there with you guys. Right there with you. So this is about reaching up into the top half of the card. The top square is the spiritual side of the card. This is reaching up into spirit to get what we need in our internal meditative manifestation states. And then we bring that energy back down into the physical world. And we expend that energy properly, knowing that if we stay heart-centered and keep that flow going, that all the fear, and we build trust, the fear goes away, poverty consciousness goes away. So we are being tested right now because we know we've been enslaved, and we know that the people that have all the resources have gotten it. It's ill-gotten gains. And I believe justice is coming. I believe justice is already here. But we need that $10 trillion from China for what they did. So I hope that that money flows and that the redistribution of wealth is swift and justified. It's justified. What else do we have here? So much orange in the card, which of course represents integration of knowledge. Yellow is logic, intellect, and idea, and red is divine masculine active energy. When you mix those two and actively integrate the information that you've learned into your own life, you mix the colors and you get orange, which represents fulfillment. So there's a lot of orange in this card. The eternal 8, the flow within the heart center. Remember, time does not exist. Breathe through the heart, trust, put your spirituality into action, light blue and red, and there is some intuitive knowledge coming from this. That whole message that I keep coming back to of keeping your hands busy to get into alpha brainwave state. The worst thing I think we can do for ourselves right now is sitting around and doing nothing and fretting and worrying, gnawing at fear like a dog with a bone. This obsessive need to have everything planned for us and to know how it's all going to work out. This is, we're really being called to trust. Every time I fling myself out into the wild unknown, it catches me. And I'm getting better at flinging myself out there without fear because I know it always works out. That builds trust. So how can we do this and continue to balance ourselves in the physical world as we bring down? We are the bridge to bring this spiritual energy down into the physical plane, including with pentacles, which is finances. We're in the teacher mode right now. I've been thinking about this card a lot lately. This is the Pope. Not the Pope figure in Catholicism. This is the High Priest. I was talking about the Pope energy yesterday, and someone confused me with talking about the huge pedophilia Catholic Church shit. No, this is the archetype of the Pope, the great teacher, the High Priest. He's been through it himself. His consciousness has risen to the top. This is not coming in as a ordained holy figure. This is having done the work and then living by example. And then the right people who see and feel your frequency field from the hard work that you've done to ascend to this point of integrating all of this spiritual knowledge, which just funnels into him on the two poles, masculine and feminine. The orange dot of fulfillment at the top of his big hat, which I think is a shout out to elongated skulls as well, the ET race. This masculine feminine energy is integrated and unified at the orange dot on top of his hat. So there's a purple point represented by orange. It's right at the point of this 5 too. So remember, 5 is conflict, change, and expansion. He's done the conflict and the change, and he's expanded. And these two dualistic figures, together they all make up the upward triangle of the Trinity right there. These two figures recognize that he has something to teach them, and they approach him. The Pope does not go around shoving his beliefs and his, I won't say opinions, beliefs. He doesn't shove his beliefs down the throats of people, searching for people to convert. He lives the way, and therefore people are drawn to him like moths to a flame, saying, I want what you have. And the Pope is wonderful at disseminating information and encouraging people to rise up within themselves. And he's new at being able to express this, the green dot at the throat chakra. His beard is light blue. He speaks spiritual truth. His hair underneath his beautiful active hat of knowledge and orange is white. White resembles purity in the tarot. And so he purifies and speaks the spiritual truth. Layers of spiritual purity behind him. Interesting that this is kind of the colors that Epstein used on his pedophile island. This light blue and white. Also Ellen's set. Ellen DeGenerate, her set on TV. Yuck. So, very active cloak, masculine energy, and he's a masculine figure. Whereas his feminine counterpart, the High Priestess, who came out the other day, Major Arcanum 2, she holds the same power and same wisdom, but she nurtures people. The Pope, the masculine archetype of the Pope, in contrast to the High Priestess, has a more active role. He travels more. He gets out there more. And he accesses knowledge, represented by yellow. This looks like an antenna to me, right? And we also have the 7, 3 on each side, 2 trinities of branches, and then the center branch in the middle. This represents the tree of life. And the only way he can access this knowledge is not through his egoic humanity, but he has to put on his light blue spiritual glove in order to access this information that he can then disseminate to others. And he always gives credit to how he gets his information. He's looking at himself touching this yellow antenna with his flesh-colored hand pointing across his heart. Underneath the robe, when you peel it back, it's very intuitive and feminine. He's very much in touch with his own heart and being able to tap into his inner truth, the koleah, the voice of God within, the voice of Yahweh within. And there's so much rebirth in how he's able to disseminate this. This is new for him. This teaching aspect is new for him. But he's a wonderful teacher. He recognizes and empathizes with people and their energies as they come to him for guidance. Very spontaneously, very randomly, he sees it and senses it and knows exactly what to say and when to say it in order to teach these two figures who are still stuck playing with their childish toys and video games and such. This person has even removed his yellow hat, everything he thought he knew, to bear this root chakra red. At the vortex of the crown. So they're soul babies. They're soul babies. And they just come to him because he lives by example. And he's been through it. This is very important to realize. All of the ascended masters had to master their physicality in this world. In order to ascend to this point. So there's a lot of compassion there. I'm getting so many messages. Sorry, so I'm trying to clear. No interference. Go. I'll get to you later. They're spiritual, they're seeking green and light blue spiritual rebirth, but they're mired in the physical world, stuck in the lower half of the card, and the duality looking up to the third upward point of the triangle, which it's the proverbial child coming in to teach the two parents how to purple themselves. That's the fractal that keeps coming in, or is these wise souls choose their parents to come in and help them purple, and of course learn their own lessons if they have karmic baggage. But so many of us have cleared our karma or came in with no karma whatsoever, just on a bodhisattva mission of volunteerism, and we have the cloak of Michael protecting us from any karma whatsoever, and we're here to teach. Now, a lot of these people that I'm describing, there's so many, and I think you know who you are out there. We have to go down and experience humanity at the depths of darkness and sorrow. We have to go down to those places merely to understand what's going on inside of others so that we can empathize and then help them lift themselves up. So this is a huge volunteer mission on so many levels. So, and thank you for the compliment. Sounds like you. I take that into my heart with humble gratitude. Ace of Wands is coming. I haven't seen this card in a while. It's really nice to see it. 1, 2, and 5. The whole reading is 8. 8 is receptive action and infinity. Number 8. Staying heart-centered and balancing from the third octave. Balancing masculine, feminine energies into purple 0 point. What's coming in the near future is the Ace of Wands. And there is a time-traveling aspect to this card. This flesh-colored hand with the active red sleeve is coming through this intuitive spiritual portal. This burst of aha. This is a collective aha. And that is a frequency benchmark and a portal and a gateway through which our physicality, remember these readings are attached to the whole human collective. They will resonate with you individually, they will resonate with your monad, your soul group, but they're attached to the collective. That's the intention of the reading. We will collectively engage our fire. And wands, the aces are wands, which is new starts, new cycles, everything. Wands come after pentacles. Balancing of financial energy. There's more teaching going on, which means these people who are ready to receive the information will receive it and begin to expand and wake up more. And because of that, this hand reaches from the future into the present moment to grab a hold in the lower half of the card, our green wand of rebirth. You can see the energy coming off of this as we grab a hold of it. This is reclaiming our power. Reclaiming our power. So there's a lot of growth coming in the near future of actually installing physical exertion to build the communities, to start the living off the land in harmony with nature, to actually get rid of systems that no longer work. We're taking back our power. as a human collective with the Ace of Wands. That's our daily spread for today. A very powerful day, June the 6th, 2021. Look for the rainbow around the sun today, the portal, and let's see if there's a moondog tonight. That would be quite significant. All eyes on this eclipse now coming up on the 10th. And we're in it for a while. We are in it for a while. We're going to be confused. We're going to be in that goose state, not quite caterpillar, not quite butterfly. Focus on the inner work and growing the wings and trusting that everything you need will show up as it always does. Much love to you. Thank you for all the donations. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my Tarot by Keyth page. There's a scheduling process there. If you'd like to book a personal virtual reading with me, I'd love to meet with you in the interwebs. Much love to you. Like, subscribe, share. Let's get the message out. If you want me to come and bring this beautiful book, which I have vowed not to share the information on the internet, but this beautiful book, which is the Essene, this is the Essene Bible. I love traveling around and sharing this with people who are resonating with what I'm saying. And if you want to build a group and you want me to come and work through this book together and study it with you, I'm more than happy to entertain the idea. All right. I'm out of here. I love you all, and I'll be back tomorrow for another daily spread. Keep your eyes out for Tip Jar Tarot, where I do virtual tip-based, donation-based tarot readings. Okay, much love. Bye-bye.